Welcome back, guys. How are y'all doing today? So I am in San Antonio once again, and Cravorites was doing a Mardi Gras fundraising event at the Eagle Olive, and so I ran over and got myself some jumbo shrimp. Look at those. Aren't those gorgeous? And some crawfish, of course. So I'm super excited right now. Starving, so go ahead and dig in. So good to see Jason and Celeste. Oh my gosh. Oh, these have a nice kick. These are good. They got a good little kick to them. Nice and spicy. Let's look at this, guys. I saved these shrimp for tomorrow, but I've got to eat a couple of them tonight because they look amazing. Here's a new shrimp connection. So these were fresh, never frozen. I can already tell you they have great flavor. Cooked really well. The shell is sticking a little bit, but that's just because, you know, it takes me a while to get set up. Get home and get set up, so look at that. Let me tell you what. Those are delicious. So good, Jason. So good. Man, he got these spicy. I'm loving it. Sorry, Allie's under the desk and she was chewing on something. I want to make sure it wasn't anything she couldn't have. Oh yeah. So, I have got quite a few new subscribers. I'm so grateful for y'all. Ooh, look at this. Mushroom. And one of my new subscribers mentioned that the gloves are a little distracting. And I 100% agree with you. And I just want to let y'all know. So for the most part, if y'all tell me, give me any kind of criticism, I'm going to do my best to improve in whatever way I can. Unfortunately, the gloves, I do wear them because I'm still monitoring my glucose regularly. And so I have finger pricks. I've got little pinpricks on my fingers. And to get this cayenne in those little cuts is terribly painful. So unfortunately, that is one thing that I cannot fix. But if you would rather that I get different colored gloves, let me know. I could get white or clear or whatever. I found a place in Houston, right by my house, that they're from New Orleans. And they do really good crawfish, so I'm excited to do a video. I went and tried them out with my dad for date night. They were delicious and very reasonably priced. They're called Bernamaise. And their gumbo is really good too. I mean, not mine. It's not as good as mine, but definitely homemade. The roux was clearly, lovingly, painstakingly browned so dark and deliciously. These are so good. Ooh, so much flavor in those shrimp heads. Oh my gosh. Y'all see how big this thing is? Mm. So good. They're little. That's so long. Mm. Absolutely delicious. Dang, Jason, you're on point tonight. So I know I don't really talk a lot about much, honestly. I think I end up just eating more than talking. But I really wanted to talk a little bit I don't really know what anybody who's listening to me, what they believe religion-wise. But I am a Christian, and I am a, I don't really know what you call me. Not denominational. I don't go to a church, really. I believe in Holy Spirit. I believe in miracles. I've witnessed miracles. I've encountered God personally. I know it may sound crazy, but I just feel like we're in a really weird space right now in our country, in our world. And things are really chaotic, you know? There's a lot of tensions, a lot of unnecessary hate, and just judgment and lies. Whole lot of lies. And I just want all of you to know that I don't know you. Not going to pretend like I do, but I do love you. That is something that God really blessed me with, was I asked him to give me his heart for his children. So you can do about the most vile thing to me, and I will hate the action, but I'm still going to love you. And I'm going to have empathy for you, and I'm going to feel bad because I know something is broken that made you act that way or say that thing or whatever it is. So just know that if you're feeling lonely, lost, anything, that you are in fact loved. Like, so much. Don't know why I felt like I needed to say that. But I did. So here we are. Shrimp head. So stinking good. Yeah, I feel like anybody that has any kind of platform to reach people should use it for trying to bring everyone together. Use it for good. Use it for bringing some kind of peace and joy. We need more joy in this world. Oh yeah, that one's mush. And if any of y'all ever need to chat, ever want to talk, ever want prayer, let me know in the comments, message me on Instagram, whatever. I am here for you in whatever way I can. The only thing I have ever wanted to do with my life is help people. I haven't quite figured out how I do that. I would love for it to be with cooking, just because I love to cook, but if it's just with kind words, that's more than enough for me. If I can make the difference in one person's life, it's worth it. Oh yeah. Mm. Whew. That just sprayed all over me. Mm. That is a meaty shrimp. It's so sweet. Mm. Yeah, that is high quality shrimp. Jason said he got a new shrimp guy. He better hold on to that guy, because that is some good stuff. Oi! Itchy nose. Alright. Let's see if I can do a little peeling tutorial for y'all. Alright, so you got your crawfish. You want to push it in while you twist. And then pull it on out. See? And you pinch at the very base of the tail. And bite. There you go. Suck the head. You want to see that again? Twist and push in. And then, ooh, there you go. Wriggle it out. Right. And then you can also do the claws if you want them. Now, if you're newer to crawfish, a lot of people learn just by, you twist the tail off. So you see it looks different now. And then just like with shrimp, how you would peel off the rings, you peel off. And then same thing. So it's just to add a couple steps. But it can take some practice to get that twist and push technique. And for those of you that are interested in knowing the difference between, I don't even like calling it, this is Louisiana style crawfish, and this is what I like. And what a lot of people have, especially on mukbangs, is be it Cajun style. So it's with the butter sauce. And I'm not a big fan of the butter sauces. There's also something kind of unique to Texas that has popped up called Texas Sprinkle, I believe. Texas Dust, maybe, something like that. And it's basically, so Texas Sprinkle is, you boil the crawfish and then you sprinkle the seasoning on the outside. Some places will do it Louisiana style and then sprinkle it. Some people will not. They just kind of boil it in not very seasoned water. The Louisiana style, why I love it, is you get super heavily seasoned water. Like, it looks almost like mud. It's got so much seasoning in it. It's got tons of citrus in it. It's got garlic, onion. Yeah, it's very heavily seasoned, very flavorful. You boil the seafood, crawfish in this case, for a very short amount of time. Like, so for crawfish, what you do is, it's like, you boil them until they float. It's a couple minutes. They're not cooked at that point. Then you ice down your pot, or they make some things that can cool down your pot. Cool it down, and then you let your crawfish soak, or your seafood soak, for like 30 minutes. And slowly cook. and you soak them till they sink. So that means that they've soaked up all of this flavor that's in that water, and it's in the meat. And that's why the crawfish sink, because they're now full of all of this seasoning. So in my opinion, they're the most flavorful, they're the most juicy, and I love them. And they're not as heavy because they don't have any sauce. And they also don't kill your lips and your hands as much because you don't have all that seasoning on the outside. So Texas sprinkle, Texas dust, it can be cooked that way and then added seasoning on the outside, or it could just be boiled and then. Viet Cajun, on the other hand, is boiled in unseasoned or very lightly seasoned water. And then usually, actually no, a lot of times what they do is they'll put it in the bag, the boiled bag that they're using. Put whatever sauce, whatever flavoring you chose, whatever heat level, into the bag, and they'll boil it just like that. So they boil it in a butter sauce, but it doesn't cook very long in that. They cook it for the normal cook time, which is like 10 minutes. So all of the flavor is on the outside. If you ever order that with your butter sauce on the side, the meat has no seasoning to it. None. Or very, very little. And if you ever pay attention when you're eating that, even if you get the butter sauce on it, when you taste the meat itself doesn't have a whole lot of taste. Now in Houston, we have a really big Vietnamese population, but then we also have a huge number of transplants from Louisiana because of Katrina. So we have a weird combination where there are some Viet Cajun places that do Louisiana style boil and then toss it in a butter sauce. It's very rare. Still not a fan. I just don't like the stuff on the outside. It makes it way too heavy. You can't eat as much. You feel gross. And it hurts. It's in your fingers for so long. So that's the difference in all of these. Also, a lot of Viet Cajun places, they're open 24/7. They're open year round. And that's because they use frozen crawfish. Or some of them are able to get a connection with farm-raised crawfish, but I will tell you, there is a huge difference between Louisiana crawfish, which you can only get during crawfish season. That's the only time you can get them. And there's like Oregon Signal crawfish and other ones that you can get from, yeah, they're just not as good. And you can tell the difference if you have them side by side. Well, and they're different species, so it's obvious. And I'm not a fan of the Oregon Signal crawfish. I think they have a weird texture. I don't mind frozen crawfish. They're not as good as fresh. But I just prefer to freeze them myself. Man, we went through these fast. Huh. this big old claw. See if I can get it out. Oh, nope, it broke. There we go. Look at that. I'm gonna save those claws actually. They're getting cold. Which, I don't mind cold crawfish at all. They just don't always peel the same. I'd have you right in the glasses. I'm really glad that I have glasses on. It's really juicy crawfish. Oh my gosh. I've missed Cravorites. This is so good. My stomach's a-talking. I wish I had a beer right now. It would be so good, but I'm still trying not to drink alcohol. I don't drink a lot of beer, but I do really like it with crawfish. Nice Mexican ale. Lime. Alright, last one. Alright, and then I have these claws. Delicious. Allie went in to say hello. Say hi, Allie. Hi. Okay, look. Look. She got a haircut, so she has to show off. And she wants to smell everything up here. Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me again, and I hope you have a super, super blessed night. Again, as always, if you have any recommendations for me or anything that you really want to see me eat, or if you have specifically any recommendations in Houston, let me know. Y'all stay safe, stay well, and stay blessed, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Thank y'all for joining me tonight. I love getting to eat and chat with you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'd love to hear any suggestions you have for eating challenges or foods to try. So let me know what you want to see next in the comments below. If you're interested in learning some fun recipes, check out my cooking channel, and please follow me on Instagram and Facebook to keep up with any updates or video teasers that may come your way. Well, I hope y'all have a super blessed night, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!